for your family's comfort. Brought to you by Green's Plumbing and Modern Heating.
Hello and welcome to this edition of For Your Family's Comfort, brought to you by Green's Plumbing and Modern Heating.
Today, folks, we are going to talk about your toilet and what's inside your toilet tank and how your toilet actually functions.
That's right. So we'll look inside.
We'll take a little peek here. And Rick, this is the trip lever, and when I pull up the trip lever, if you look on the bottom there, you'll see your flapper comes up.
That's right.
And so that flapper is releasing the water out of your tank to flush your toilet.
Right, that's how it all starts.
So what are the other components here?
Well, what this flapper is connected to is called your flush valve. And because when you press the lever and the arm goes up and the flush valve, the flapper comes up, then the water goes down into your bowl and then flushes the waste that's in your toilet tank.
And then this is the fill valve,
and that's
right?
the fill valve, right.
And what that does is it goes down when you
That's
flush.
Right. When the water rises, when the water goes down when you flush it, and then it fills back up, and then when it gets to the top, it shuts it off so it doesn't overflow.
And then this tube going over into here?
Right. What that does is the water fills into the tank, of course, so that's ready for the next flush, and then this tube goes into this overflow, which goes into the bowl, so that you make sure you have enough water into the bowl so that you don't have sewer gas coming up.
You know, a lot of people will call and say, why do I have to jiggle my handle? Why do I have to jiggle the handle?
Well, and the reason is that this chain that we looked at, right, this one is adjusted just right so that it doesn't get bound up. But if it's too long, it can get tangled up down here and get underneath the flapper, and then the flapper doesn't seal properly and lets water run continually.
Well, and I've even seen where the chain gets wrapped around this rod,
right,
and then holds it open.
Yeah, so it's really important that chain is adjusted properly.
So there's many kinds of flappers, guys, and when your flapper is replaced, you need to make sure that you get a flapper that's right for your toilet.
That's right.
Because some of them are timed flapper and some are just standard, and the holes are different sizes in the bottom.
There's different sizes of flush valves, and there's toilets that are designed to flush with different amounts of water. They used to be 3.5 gallons per flush, then they went to 1.6 gallons per flush, now they're down to 1.28 gallons per flush.
And in your hand, you've got a real kind of an old school.
Yeah, we talked about the water fill valve that's in this one, and this is the old school one that you might see. And there again, instead of having the float that's right in the valve here, it's got this arm with the ball. And then again, when we flush the water, and the water goes down, the ball goes down, then as it fills up, it comes up like this, and that shuts up the water.
And there still are a lot of those toilets
around. There's a lot of these around, that's right. Yep.
The other thing you really have to be aware of is when you replace your trip lever or whatever. Trip levers are specific to certain toilets. They are bent differently. They can flush from the right hand or the left hand. Some have a long arm, and some have a much shorter arm, so you really have to watch that as well.
That's right, and the trip lever itself might be on the side or it might be on the front. So when you've got a problem with your toilet, there's a lot to consider. If you're having any trouble or have any questions, give us a call at Green's Plumbing and Modern Heating. Our phone number is 218-847-7542.
Come see us.